I'm Ella from Bands of Fans, and I'm here with the band Fur Blossom. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Absolutely. Hello. Am I taking this? Awesome. I am Callum. I am one of the guitarists of the band.
Hi, I am Joel. I play drums, percussion, and BVs for the band.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I play bass.
How you going? I'm Craig, and I sing some songs sometimes.
How are you guys feeling about playing tonight?
Absolutely wrapped. We've been on a little bit of a regional tour recently, and the Retreat is a venue we haven't played. And I personally, I think I speak for all of us, we love ticking off new venues, and the Retreat is definitely a bit of a step up, you know, in the world.
Yeah, we love this joint.
Yeah, it's a good venue.
He said we love this joint.
Yeah, we love this joint, and we've never played it before, so we're very keen.
Come on, mate, in the ear. We've been here for like just pub nights before, but we're keen to finally be able to play and be part of why people come down.
Yeah, it's also like the last show of our tour, so yeah, happy it's finished, happy it's coming to an end, but yeah, it's exciting. A little bit nervous as well, but it should be good.
Speaking of the tour, how has it been going so far?
Overall, pretty good. It's kind of become getting everything ready for the tour was such a mission. When you got, you know, 4 young blokes, four individual ideas, and you know we almost, you know, we're at each other's throats a little bit, but we got through it, and now it's like enjoying the fruits of our labour. No, it's been pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, it's probably the most stressful thing was just being there on time, going across Victoria. It's not as easy to think, especially when we're on such tight
That's
schedules.
also been the funnest part, though, driving.
Yeah, we didn't plan the drive from Geelong to Bendigo as good. We didn't realise it was like 2.5 hours, but other than that, it's been actually really fun. We've really enjoyed playing outside of Melbourne at new venues, meeting new people, and yeah, playing with new bands as well. It's been great.
And how did the band form?
He's got a good, yeah.
So, I used to work as an Uber driver, and I did that for a summer or two. And well, one night, as I was doing my rounds around Smith Street, I had this bloke get in, and I had this bloke get in, and they were both coming out from, was it Lame Duck? Like
He was lame duck. I was at Yaya's.
yeah. Well, I had both of them get in, and well, as I was pulling out, I got cut off by this fella here, and well, we weren't moving anyway, so I sort of just got in. I was like, "What are you doing, man? What are you doing?" He's like, "Sorry, I'm just coming back from practice," and like it just completely forgot I was annoyed. He was like, "Oh, what do you play?" And he's like, "He plays guitar," and I was like, "Oh, hey man, I play bass. I'm looking for a band. Can I give you my number?" And well, as the fellas inside overheard the conversation, they said, "Oh, I play guitar, I sing, I play drums," and it just sort of
Like a 4-hour chat that night, and then
Yeah.
she said some.
I'd stopped doing Uber very quickly after that, and this is just their life now.
That's such like an interesting like a band formation story. You like that is like the most random thing ever. Like through Uber, like yeah,
The world is a crazy place.
it definitely is. It's so small, literally.
Yes, absolutely.
How did you guys come up with the band name?
Oh, I can answer this one. So we actually were originally named She Said Sun, and then we had an altercation. Not an altercation, but this other band we thought were like dormant came back like the day we ordered She Said Sun merch or something, and yeah, so we spent like 6 months trying to find a new name, and like three guys would be like, "I'm so into this one," and then someone else would be like, "No, like it's shit." And then we were actually recording our first slew of singles, and it was on the last night, and we're like, all right, like to get these singles out, like we need a new name, so we don't run into like trouble down the road with this other band and stuff. And we were sitting in the parking lot and just spewing names at each other, and I came up with Fur Blossom, and at first Joel didn't like it, but then I went motherfucking Fur Blossom and did some air guitar, and that's what turned him onto it.
He's like, you gotta have the confidence when you say it. And then I was like, once he did, and I was thinking about, it's got that kind of 70s stank to it.
Someone mentioned Blossom, and then we're like, we're not leaving this car park until we fucking got a new name.
I remember because we were tracking drums or we were tracking a song, and then we literally paused, and the guys all popped their head over the booth, and they go, "Oh, what do you think of Mad Blossom?" And I stopped, and I was like, "I like Blossom, but I don't like Mad." And then all three of them were like, "Fuck's sake!" They all were like, "Fuck's sake!" And then that's what we were like. Well, let's just spitball like something in front of Blossom, and then we just landed on Fur. Then that's about it.
The process to find the name though was tedious. Like I think it was about close to 6 months of just, oh hey, what do you think of this name? Like very confidently going, I've got the name, and just being shut down. And that was just our life for 6 months. It was quite a painful time.
You come up with the best name, like your favorite name. You're like, fuck, this would be good, and everyone's like, nah, it's shit. I'm like,
we got there in the end, but god damn, it was a long road.
What's the best and worst thing about being in a band?
Worst thing? I can definitely. I'll take that. Worst thing is definitely parking tickets, because I've got about 15 in the mail parking at rehearsals. I wouldn't be getting them if I wasn't in a band. So that's the worst thing. Best thing?
The best thing is seeing Craig park in a permit zone or a parking zone for longer than the sign says, and then complaining about getting a parking ticket. That's the best part. No, the second best part I think is just probably the playing. I think like it's the creative output, and it's such a we're all so into this and so on board with it. Like it's what we want to do, and getting to realize that vision into something like tangible. I'd say that's probably the best part. Yeah.
So this is obviously an EP tour for the She Said Sun EP. Can we hear a bit about that? Like, how did it come together, and what's your like favorite songs off it?
So obviously, like we used to be called She Said Sun, and then we had to change it. But these songs pretty much are the songs that we wrote, or the bass songs that we wrote while we were that band. And we knew we wanted to do an EP. But it's, I reckon, the last 6 months or so, started recording at the start of the year. It's like taking a time on it, mixed and mastered it. It was probably about a 6 month process. Yeah.
Oh, it was like 3 or 4.
Yeah, no. Oh, actually, we started.
It came together pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like we thought about it for a while, and we're going over stuff. Because like the original players, when we picked the name Fur Blossom, we were recording that first batch of singles to be the first EP. But then because we changed the name, we're like, oh, we'll wait. We'll then like drip feed the singles, get some new stuff in there, and then that became the new the EP now that's out. So like overall it took a while, but the actual recording process and stuff only was like really 3 months ish to get everything recorded and mixed and everything done in.
We could only book the studios, like every musician out there, we're fucking poor, and so we did it through our uni. And we could only book in 4-hour slots. And anyone who's recorded music before knows that most of that 4 hours is setting up and packing down. So we'd like get in, try to track like as much as possible in like the maybe 2 hours if we were quick, setting up and packing down, and then oh crap, get out of there, go back like 2 days later. Which is why it took so long, because it was such small blocks we could do it in.
My favourite track.
Oh, favourite tracks. There's a bit of a general consensus that I think Tomorrow's Sight is the overall favourite. It's a song we wrote ages ago.
2022.
Yeah, 2022. And I think we like it because it's a bit different, But as far as personal favourites goes, mine is Keep Loving You. That's my one.
Mine would probably be All Too Strange. There's just such a groove about it, and it's so full a lot of the time. I really like that one.
My favourite would have to be Keep the Love. Like I'm really happy with how Tomorrow's Sight came out. Like that's probably out of all, and that's my baby. But I really like the direction that Keep the Love takes the band. So I think that's got to be the winner for me.
Yeah, cool. I like Good Word, Good Time. It's just so 60s, like psychedelic. I love the sound on that one. Yeah, it's cool.
What's been your best and worst shows by far, and why?
Yeah, we hope best is tonight. Apart from tonight, we've had a fair good shows. Like, fortunately, I'd say probably one of our best would have been the House of Fun launch we did at Bar Open in August last year. And we any old bar gig as well has been really fun.
Couldn't move in that room. It was just so packed out, and like that. To see that before we go on stage, like, oh my god, I'm still getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
Yeah, it was like probably our first big almost sold out. I think it was sold out like show we've ever had. But worst, I don't know about worst. We've had a few, like we've obviously had like you get the shit gigs where there's like no one really there. And it's like a random Tuesday Arvo. But I don't know. Is it bad
decisions, Mark?
Oh no! Okay, so I'm actually I'm not. No. That's just band law. I'm not going into it. Probably the worst for me would probably be we played at this dingy pub in Camberwell called the Palace, and it was so loosely booked. I don't think the venue staff knew we were even coming. We rock up. They were confused as why we were there. They had to call people and then call people to confirm we were even playing. And then when we did play, the people that were booking the gig, they booked their own support, so we couldn't even get anything that matches our sort of vibe. So it was just acoustic acts, and one of those acoustic acts refused to get off stage when he was meant to. So we just kept playing, and it was
an hour and a half of music.
And like most of the people, like there wasn't really much of a crowd there to begin with, but whatever was there that wasn't there specifically for us had already left by the time we got on stage. They were either in the pokies or they weren't there, and it was miserable. Specifically, I can't remember what I was going to
say. Close second best I want to quickly mention was it was in August last year. It was at Old Bar. It was the Good Music Online event. I think the first one. Shout out Chloe Booth. She's amazing. She got us on for that gig. And the reason I say that's one of our best is because it was, I think, sold out, but also that's where our lovely manager Sarah actually scouted us. And then now, we've worked with her to do this whole tour. She's been like close by our side throughout the whole EP process. And without that gig, I don't think we'd be playing the retreat today, which is pretty cool.
How do you guys prepare for shows?
I do a whole lot of nothing, like the day of a gig. I just like to chill out.
Yeah, I think like chilling out's the best thing to do. I'm kind of superstitious with that, so I'll like get ready if I'm wearing like the same ring as like a good show. Like we did a good show last night. I wore this ring. I'll be like, I'll wear it again, and I'll like pick it out that way. It's just that I spend a good 5 minutes thinking about that.
I think I played about 2 hours of Dark Souls today.
Gamers, bro.
Nah, nothing.
Yeah, I kind of like to just do nothing, like save the energy. But on the way to the gig and before, like the way to the gig, I'll probably listen to certain music. Like either, depending how I'm feeling, it would be like classic, like 70s funk or some really heavy rock stuff. But then before the show, I kind of like the chemistry, like just us four before we go on.
So an interview right before the show.
Yeah. No, like all four of us like in the back, not even thinking about the show, just laughing and getting everyone in a good mood. Because then that comes onto stage with us and then feeds into the audience. And yeah.
You guys are playing at Kick On Fest soon. How do you guys feel about that?
Pretty excited, to be honest.
So stoked.
Yeah, what he said.
Stoked.
Yeah, just stoked. Like it's a huge thing for us. I think getting on a lineup of that caliber. Yeah. I think there's some amazing acts on it, and just to be around them and to be around the event is like means I think a lot. Again, it's the whole moving up in the world sort of thing. Yeah, pretty wrapped.
Are there any up and coming artists you guys would recommend?
Up and coming.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I saw her at the retreat probably 2 years ago. Taylor Carroll. I'm a huge Taylor Carroll fan. She's amazing. Go check her out. She's awesome.
Oh, they're kind of not up and coming. They're very out there. But if British India, if you're watching this, I love you guys. Please let us support you.
There's a few. There's loads of good bands on the circuit. I think Soul Butter were awesome. We saw them a couple of months ago. Dahlias as well. They're fucking good. Yeah, they're cool. Yeah.
How do you think the Aussie music community will evolve into the future?
Hopefully, Hopefully, whatever we play, they'll follow suit and enjoy that a bit more.
It's a new 60s psychedelic of its the 20s. You know?
I'd like to think that we're on the cusp of a really great wave.
I think so as well. I think doing this for a couple of years, I think I've just seen more and more people kind of getting around it, particularly in Melbourne. It just seems like there's an already really strong community behind it, but it seems like that's only growing, you know, with every gig. So,
If you made a rumor about your band, what would it be? This can be like a rumor each, like if you can't decide. Like,
Something about Joel taking out 2 ribs.
Probably like, yeah, I got arrested or some shit, or yeah, shut up. It was one bar.
No, I did
It
carry
was
him out
one
of the
time.
IOS.
I don't know. Rumor though, probably you getting into a punch on with someone. You
Robotic
fucking
me.
yeah. You probably getting into like a I don't know doing something. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it'd be either me or you that would do something fucked up. Yeah. I don't know.
Nah, Cal's been quiet about this. I reckon it could be Cal.
and what's your favorite supermarket aisle?
What a question.
Okay, I hope I'm not stupid when I say this, but the fucking veggie aisle where they fucking sprinkle it all, they missed out all the veggies. I can't be the only one that gets a serotonin boost when I see that shit. I could stand there and just watch that all day.
It's pretty fun.
Okay, everyone's laughing in the group. I'm assuming that's agreement, yes?
Yeah.
Good.
You go at 6:30, and they always have it on at 6:30. So if you want to go, 6:30 is the time.
I don't support Woolies or Coles, but like, it's just nice watching the sprinkler going anyway.
How do you know it's 6:30?
Because I'm always there at 6:30.
Those most random facts.
What's your go-to pre-gig food or drink?
No food and just.
Yeah. I only eat alcohol when I'm at gigs. Nah, probably just like water, or like just drink. I try not to eat like heavy or at all before I show. That's just me. But what are you?
Just a beer, really. Settle those nerves a tiny bit. Helps get into it. I feel like.
Oh yeah, right. Thank you, Craig. Thank you. I think. Look, my preferred is probably an ice cold glass of Carlton Draft.
I reckon a Guinness if they have it, and a bowl of chips as they go to. That's what I've had at every pretty much gig on the tour. Bowl of chips and a Guinness.
And last question, anything to promote or say to anyone watching? Literally plug anything.
Yeah, pretty much everything. EP's out. The She Said Son EP. It's out everywhere, every streaming service. Go stream it, listen to it. If you like it, thanks. If you don't, it's all good. Thanks for listening anyway. Come to a show. We've got some more coming up soon. And whatever else you want to say.
Yes, please listen to our shit. We'd love that. Also, get your lawns mowed by Giddy Gardening. And
there you go. If you've got lawns to be mowed, what else?
Please get your beers drunk by Craig and myself.
Yeah, that's said. Listen to our tracks. Come see us play.
Specifically right now. Come down.
Well, thank you guys so much. I hope the performance tonight goes amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Bands of Fans. Bye.